Good morning, everybody. It is the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober. I want to say good morning to everybody that's watching. I know that it is early in the morning, but whenever the spirit hits me, guys, I got to come to you and I got to speak what's on my heart. I got to talk to y'all. Got to excuse my voice a little bit. I'm hoarse. I did a bunch of lives on Facebook yesterday. Just some housekeeping stuff before I get started. On the live, I want to give you guys a couple of updates about my website. I want to let you guys know, first of all, my name is Rashida Strober. For those of you that may be new to my channel, or those of you that don't know, I am the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. I am the creator of the very first platform in history for the eradication of what I call darkism. Before me, there was never a platform to eradicate darkism or colorism. I'm also responsible for people talking about colorism and dark skin on the internet. I brought the topic of colorism and darkism to the internet. People said that I was crazy for speaking about it. And now in 2020, I have everyone from celebrities who have copied and plagiarized me to regular YouTubers. Now, some of you might say, wow, but it's all facts. Everything that I'm saying, if you do your due diligence and if you are an honest, righteous, moral person, you can verify everything I'm saying. The only other person that was an advocate for colorism, against colorism before me or around the time that I was is Cola Booth. That's it. Anybody else that's talking about colorism or dark skin in 2020, they have directly or indirectly, whether they realized it or not, benefited, plagiarized, copied my work. And even Cola Booth. These women that speak on it now, they did not care. There's some celebrities out there that's talking about dark skin. They didn't talk about dark skin or being dark skin when they first became celebrities. And what they're doing is fraudulent and disingenuous by jumping on the bandwagon after I and Cola Booth created the groundwork and did all the hard work and took all the hits. And I'm angry about that. I don't like it and I don't respect it. And I'm being very transparent with you guys, as I've always been. I'm not going to change. I'm going to tell the truth. People get angry at me for saying this, but I don't care. I'm an honest person, and I don't like other people copying and ripping off and jumping on my bandwagon when they know they did not care to even utter a word about it. And I've heard people say, well, these people have had experiences. That's not the point. If you cared so much about it, you wouldn't have waited until Rashida Strober and people like Cola Booth took the real hits for it. But what these women did when social media came along and they saw that they could get views, they began switching up their content. And some who didn't have content before took the content from Rashida Strober and the ideas from Rashida Strober and even Cola Booth and began making channels based on our work. Like I said, celebrities, people on reality TV, people in movies, they're riding my train right now, and I don't respect none of them. The only person that will ever garner my respect in this game, because she created it along with myself, is Cola Booth and Dr. Margaret Hunter. I do respect the colorism scholars. Shout out to Dr. Margaret Hunter if you ever watch my video. She's a light-skinned, biracial woman who's done extensive research on colorism, and I've always said this from day one. All the Black women on YouTube love to copy me, but this is the source that they're getting it from. They've even copied me on giving Cola Booth credit, but I was the first one to say that Cola Booth was the mother of the dark skin movement because I saw it happen and I was there from the beginning, and these other people were not. I have zero respect for you. So I'm going to clear that up. In 1998, I started this movement called Dark Skin Activism. It's the first platform in history to advocate against colorism, Darkism and dark skin discrimination. Also, I want to state that in 1982, Alice Walker coined the word colorism. I also want to be very clear, Alice Walker did not create a movement or a platform for colorism, because there's some dishonest people out there that, because I was also the first one to come on and say Alice Walker coined colorism in the 80s. I was the first person on YouTube to let people know this. And then people started saying, oh, well, that's a movement. It wasn't a movement. She coined the word. So there's so many dishonest people out here. And that's why I'm going to continue to the day I die to tell the truth. And I don't care how redundant and repetitive I have to be. I'm going to keep repeating it because this is important to me. I don't like people stealing and ripping off and plagiarizing other people. I don't respect you. I coined the word darkism because I felt that the colorism scholarly literature did not go far enough to address the specific discrimination that dark-skinned people face. So that's why I coined the word darkism. And if you go to my website, I'm going to give you guys the link. I'm releasing my book entitled Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. I'm releasing my book. I just dropped the link there on my website. My website, darkskinactivist.com, is the website you see in front of you. If you want to access a free ebook copy of my book, Darkism, you can go to my website right now and scroll down. I'm going to show you guys how you can get this done. You can scroll down and you will see that you can sign up for a free copy, ebook copy of my book, Darkism. Now, quick history. I used to give away for free for years. I was giving away a book that I wrote called How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet. I gave that book away for free for years, and that book is the first motivational book written for dark-skinned females. But women came to my website and they plagiarized that book. They stole from that book and they created YouTube content based on that book. People have been stealing and plagiarizing from me for years since I brought my content online, and they try to pass it off as if it's their own. So what I did after realizing that I was being plagiarized, I took that book down for about 2-3 years. But recently, I've been contacted by people who have read Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against, and they've let me know the impact that the book has had on them. And most recently, I met a young lady in Jacksonville while I was on the Dark Skin Activist tour at this wonderful Black vegan restaurant. And we were talking, and I gave her a copy of the book. And I just, I do that often. If I'm out somewhere and I'm talking to someone, I will give away copies of my book just to help people. But sometimes people will take advantage of people that want to help people, and they try to use you and take from you and plagiarize from you. These are people with bigger platforms that are doing this. They've done it all over YouTube. And I'm not talking about this young lady. I'm just giving you guys an example and a backstory to what's been going on. So I gave this young lady, this was about maybe, I want to say about 5 months ago. I gave her a copy of the book. And she recently, about 2 weeks ago, she sent me a text message. And a heartfelt, from her heart text message telling me what she felt and how she felt and how the book Darkism impacted her. And when I got that text message from her, that touched me a lot, because I said, you know what, Rashida, yes, people are plagiarizing and stealing from you. They've been doing it for years now online. Yes, they're unscrupulous, but you got to still focus on your mission of why you started dark skin activism in 1998. And that is to help people. And that young lady, she's the one that inspired me to put this book on my website for free, because I'm helping people. And at the end of the day, I don't want to be plagiarized. I feel that the Black women that are plagiarizing me, you're despicable. I got no respect for you. I'm very angry about that. But what I won't do is allow these people to stop me from helping other people. I'm not going to allow that. And I've written more books on dark skin than anybody in the world. There's not a person alive that has written more books on dark skin than me. If they're writing books on dark skin in 2020, they're copying my blueprint. You haven't put in the work. All you did was benefit. So I decided that I'm going to put this book, Darkism, on my website for free to help people. And that's what it's here for. So thank you to that young lady that read the book and messaged me. She actually sent me a text message. I want to appreciate you because you did inspire me to put this book on my website for free and to give away one of my books for free again, getting back to the original mission of dark skin activism, which is a humanitarian movement. So you guys can go and you can sign up for the book for free. And you can go to my website. My website is darkskinactivist.com. Once again, it's darkskinactivist.com. Okay, I'm going to scroll back up, and we're at my website right now. I'm going to scroll back up to the top. Now, I got a pay-per-view show coming up on June 26th. You can watch it from your home. Okay, so I want you guys to go to my website, darkskinactivist.com, and get your pay-per-view watch from home tickets now. I'm going to be performing my play, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. It is the definitive play because I'm the original. I originated this entire lane. This play is the definitive play about the experiences of dark-skinned females. I have been plagiarized, ripped off, copied all over YouTube and even by some celebrities. But this play, I wrote this play in 2006. That tells you it came before anybody talking about dark skin. It even came before Dark Girls. Dark Girls didn't come until 2011. A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge was written in 2006. And just because I'm not as widely known as these other people, that means nothing. What is the most important is who built the lane, who did it first. And you are listening to the person and looking at the person that defined and built this dark skin lane. There is not another human being before me that has done this. I wrote this play in 2006, and by the grace of God, I have been able to continue to perform it. And back then, you know, I didn't have the plagiarism problems I had now. But because of the prevalence of social media, I brought my work online and people started stealing. Even celebrities. I don't gotta say no names, but we got these celebrities talking about dark skin. You didn't build anything. I don't respect you. A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge is the definitive play, the definitive creative work, and it's even a book. I wrote the book, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. Understand there's a play version of A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, which I originally wrote in 2006, not 2020, after watching somebody's video on YouTube. I didn't have to do that. I created this lane from my head, from scratch, from originality. I'm the original, along with Cola Booth. I love you, Cola Booth. You're the only one that get my respect in this dark skin game. I'm going to be performing my play, and you can watch it from home. A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. The pay-per-view live stream tickets are on sale right now. Now, if the quarantine is over and you live in Atlanta, you can come out and watch me perform live at the location called the White Label. The White Label is located at 349 Decatur Street Southeast, Unit M as in Mary. And I'm going to get started. The start time is 7:30 for both the pay-per-view and the Atlanta in-person tickets. So you scroll down, you just click that buy now button, and you can get the in-person tickets. And I want to say thank you to everyone that's already purchased their tickets. This is going to be a hell of a show. All right. I can't wait to put on for you guys. So that's a little bit of backstory about the dark skin activist. I actually wrote a book that I'm finishing up the editing process. I'm going to release it soon. The book is called Inventing Dark Skin Activism, the Rashida Strober story. And in that book, I'm also going to be telling the story because I've had to add to the book because of all the phases of dark skin activism about all the people online that have ripped off, plagiarized, and stolen from my work, including even celebrities. I'm adding chapters on that. So that book is coming out. All right. The story of the dark skin activist. So with that being said, without further ado, I just want to give y'all a backdrop to why I speak on these issues related to skin tone discrimination, what I call darkism. You have to understand the black backdrop. Now, I am very disappointed. I am very disappointed in the Black women that I see online that are celebrating another Black man being taken out of our community, because that's what's going on. Now, I'm going to read some of the comments that I've seen on Facebook, for example, by some Black women. I'm very disappointed in y'all, of all people. Now, you can go on Facebook and you can look this information up and you can see it's there. I'm reading it right now. I saw a post on my Facebook feed that Jeanie Mai had put. I guess, I don't know if she was advertising her page or what, but you know how you go down your timeline and you see different things from different people. And I ran into a post from Jeanie Mai, and she was talking about her engagement. And I saw Black women on there cheering and celebrating. And then I started looking at some other comments just to make sure I was seeing correctly. I said to myself, wait a minute, Black women are celebrating this? And some of the comments I ran across, I'm going to just read some of them to you guys. A person named Asia Janae, she posted this back on December 19th, 2019. Let's see. She got SandraRose.com. She posted something about Jeanie Mai and Jeezy having a child together. And I don't know if this woman is, in fairness, I don't know if she's celebrating it. I'm just reading something that she posted. She said she was just saying she wasn't ready for kids. Okay, Jenny, got caught up with the, and I ain't gonna say what else she said. Just read some of these comments here. Let's go to some of these comments. Give me a second here, y'all. All right, there's a person named Jason Rahim that posted on August 30th, 2019. He posted a post about Jeanie Mai and Jeezy being engaged. So I'm scrolling down some of the comments and I see some Black women saying, this one person named Jessica, she said, beautiful couple. Black woman. Another Black woman named Amari said, I'm trying to see why that bothers Black women. Okay. Another Black woman named Janae said, I am a Black woman and I absolutely love Jeanie Mai. She and Jeezy are cute together. Let's keep going. And again, if y'all go on Facebook, you can find these comments. This person, again, that posted this, his name is Jason Rahim. You could type in something to the effect of Jeanie Mai and Jeezy engagement, Jason Rahim or whatever, and you'll find the comments. I don't have to lie. It's right there on social media. Let's keep going. Let's read these comments. The Shade Room posted some things. BET posted some things. And another young lady, Angela, said, you go, girl, in response to Jeezy and Jeanie Mai's relationship. Okay. The point that I am making, people, is that there are some Black women out there that are what you're doing. Understand me clearly. There The problem that I have is that you're actually supporting another Black man being taken from our community. I'm taking Jeannie Mai out of this equation because, I mean, she's obviously, Jeezy chose to become engaged to her. But at the end of the day, this is a Black problem. This is a Black problem. And it saddens me that Black women, some Black women, not all Black women, because I never thought that I would see the day that I would see, you know, some Black women that would praise a Black man being taken out of the Black marriage market. I never thought I'd see that day. And I've seen a lot, but it just speaks to how defeated some of us are and how defeated some of us have become because we have begun to accept anything. The world has browbeat us down so much and said, you got to accept this. You got to accept this agenda, even if it's against our own interests. That's the problem. Even if it goes against our interests, we have been beaten down so bad to the point where we have accepted things that go against our own interests. And that's the part that really makes me sad. That's the part that really makes me angry. I got a range of emotions here. And you have a younger generation that are accepting our demise. It's defeat. I used to say that Black men were defeated. The ones that could not see that it was important to get married to and love your Black woman. I used to say that y'all was defeated, and that's why you decided to date outside of your race. But now I have to include some of our Black women in that category. And I never thought that I would see a day that the Black woman would succumb. Well, I'm not succumbing. I'm one of the few ones that's a holdout. You see, I've always been a leader of myself and a leader of my mind. I'm not the type of person that will be swayed because of popular opinion or because of a trend or because you said it should be this way. I use my own mind and I stand firm in what the truth is. And we don't have enough soldiers out here standing firm anymore. We are losing ground. We are allowing ourselves to be defeated. And it's not a hard thing to not allow yourself to be defeated. You just need to stand in your truth. The Black man is supposed to be with the Black woman. Anyone that is against that is genocidal. If you feel that the Black man is not supposed to be with the Black woman, you don't want strong Black communities. You're anti-Black. If you feel that the Black man is not supposed to date and marry the Black woman, you support the demise of the Black community. You support the destruction of the Black community, if that's how you're feeling. And you can cloak it in the glamour, because what they're doing now is they're making it seem glamorous. They're using social media is being used to perpetuate this. And I just want to go to some of the comments so that you guys can see, because I know visually you couldn't see the comments that I was reading. But I'm going to go to a video that Jeanie Mai, I believe she posted this. This is her video that she posted. I'm engaged. Jeezy's quarantine surprise. And I'm just going to go down some of the comments here of some of the Black women. And I'm going off of their faces here. I'm going to assume that they're Black. And what they're saying. This particular young lady, at Sply Marv 81NJ, she said, whoever disliked this is a hater. For real, for real. This was so loving and sweet. Let's keep going. Adele says, I have officially become Jay's fun. Keep going. The many faces of Angie K said, I really see the difference of how you talk about Jeezy from your ex. It's so big. This is the type of man you've been wanting and missing for so long. Your type. I love the two of you together. You beam when you talk and look at him. It's so beautiful. And I've been a Jeezy fan for years. That voice, though, love, congratulations. That comes from a black woman. Afro Nation. I'm assuming you're black because you got the word Afro. Everybody knows that black people wear afros. You said, wow, I'm a man and this almost made me cry. So, of course, that's a black man supporting it. I'm not surprised. Let's keep going. T. Fias said, I am claiming a man who puts this much thought and effort into making me smile. This is a blessing. Congrats. Keep going. As you guys could clearly see, the black women on here supporting another black man leaving the community. Clearly, this is what we see. Wisdom more precious than rubies says, I'm so crying because that's deep. Kenta Lee, another black woman, said, Jeanie, I wish you and Jay all the happiness in the world. Girlfriend, you deserve it. And so much more. I pray the good Lord bless me with the wonderful soulmate someday. Pedagogy of the oppressed. Pedagogy of the oppressed. Black women supporting their own demise. And these are younger black women. You had the old generation of black women back in the 60s that was coming out of slavery, or before that as well, coming out of slavery and understood the importance of black people standing together and saw the racism and saw the destruction of our community, and they was fighting to keep us together. But as the years went on, the propaganda and the brainwashing began to develop. And all of these agendas have been pushed on our communities and beat us over the head through the propaganda of the media, to the point now where you got black women praising the demise, because that's what it is. You can cloak it in all these nice comments. I'm telling you what it is. I'm here to tell you the truth. You don't like the ugly truth. Most people don't. You are supporting the demise of your own community. Swirling is genocide. Swirling is genocide, period. And I will never stand in support. I will never stand in support of the demise of dark skin. Jeezy is a dark-skinned black man. This union is not going to produce dark skin. It's genocide. You don't like hearing it? I don't care. It's genocide. I'm giving you straight facts. It's genocide. The agenda is to get rid of the black man and the black woman. And you have black women here that are supporting it. I wasn't surprised that the black man was supporting it, because they've always placed a light-skinned woman above a dark-skinned woman of any race. They don't care. But when you see black women supporting this, we are lost. You are lost. You are lost. You are supporting your own genocide. You are supporting your own destruction. When you support interracial dating, you support genocide. When you support swirling, you support genocide. You are weak. You are weak. But you got a soldier here. And I'll stand up against a million people and speak the truth and stand for the truth. I'm glad I've never been the one to go along to get along. Because it's so many weak-minded individuals on the internet. I noticed that. They hop up on these channels of these people that are, anybody can speak out, it's freedom of speech. But these people don't think for themselves. They've been so beat down, and they see somebody that comes along that is pretending to have their best interest at heart, and they hop on that person's bandwagon. They use emotionalism to pull you in, and you lose all sense of logic and reason. And you therefore participate in your own, that is what's going on across the board on Black YouTube. Across the board, weak-minded people that do not take the time to think, to say, is this righteous? Is this right? How does this affect me? How could you be so weak-minded as to encourage the demise of the Black man and the Black woman? You're worse than the people that started it in the first place. You have become like them. It's sad. It's sick. It's sad. And again, most of all, it shows me how weak you are. And I can't stand weak people. If there's one thing I can't stand is a weak-minded person that can't stand on their own brain that God gave them. That allows other people to influence their thought process, instead of using the brain that God gave them to critically think about, how does this impact the Black community? How does this impact the relationship between the Black man and the Black woman? And I will never stop. You better understand, every last person that's listening to this, the mission of dark skin activism, which is the first platform in history, started by myself, Rashida Strober, for the eradication of darkism and colorism. I started this. Ain't none of you bitches online started this. And I'm here to let you know, you ain't start nothing. You copied off of me. That's why you watering it down so much. But I'm going to fight against this shit to the day I die. I started dark skin activism to bring the Black man back to the dark skinned Black woman. I said to bring the Black man back to the dark skinned Black woman. I said to bring the Black man back to the dark skinned Black woman. I said to bring the Black man back to the dark skinned Black woman. To bring the Black man back to the dark-skinned Black woman, because the Black man is supposed to be with the dark-skinned Black woman. The Black man's rightful place is with the dark-skinned Black woman. That's what we're supposed to be together. And any agenda that does not support the Black man being with the dark-skinned Black woman, you are genocidal. And you're my enemy. You're my enemy. You're not with me. You're against me. You're not with me. You are against me. Hold up. The Black man's rightful place is with the Black woman. We're going to show some pictures up here because I want to hone in the point. The Black man is supposed to be with the Black dark-skinned woman. The Black man's rightful place is with the dark-skinned Black woman. I'm never relenting from that. There's not a person in the world that can make me relent from that. There's not the money in the world. There's not a YouTuber in the world, because I'm not weak-minded like that. A lot of y'all are so weak. You're followers. You're sheep. That's what you are. You're not even using your own brain. Instead of looking at this system that has been created as a result of slavery to tear Black men and women apart, you bow down and you give in. And you're defeated instead of saying, I'm going to stand up. And I'm going to fight for my man. I'm going to fight for my community, because it's about fighting for my community. It's about fighting for nationhood. Black Americans that came over here to the United States, man, I'm trying to tell you. We are, oh my God. If I could undo the damage, if I could take every Black person out of this country back to Africa and reprogram their brain, because we are up in the head, completely messed up. The black man is supposed to be with the dark-skinned black woman. That is a fact. Before any invaders came into Africa, the black man was with the dark-skinned black woman. It was his natural place. What was unnatural is invaders coming into Africa and destroying what we had. And now we have a situation in America that is unnatural. It is unnatural. The black man's place is with the dark-skinned black woman. Facts. All facts. All facts. All facts. I'm spitting nothing but facts. And you can't beat me based on the facts. None of you. None of you. You cannot beat what I am saying factually. You won't win against me factually. I got the facts on my side. You don't. You got emotions on your side. You got your experiences in America on your side. But you don't got the facts. I got the facts. The fact is, the indisputable fact is that prior to any invaders coming into Africa, the black man and the dark-skinned black woman was together. That's how it was. That's how it's supposed to be. Anything outside of that is illogical. It's dysfunctional. Dysfunctional. Doesn't make sense. Genocidal. And I will never relent. I will never relent. That's why I'm the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. The real one. All these on the internet. You ain't telling me nothing new. You speaking to them weak-minded folks out there. You're weak. You're weak. And I'm saying get some backbone. I'm saying stand up. The black man is supposed to be with the dark-skinned black woman. And I don't even got to debate that. I don't even have to debate that point at all. It's a fact. It's intrinsic. Do we know what the word intrinsic? Let me take some of y'all to school, because some of y'all might not know what intrinsic means. Hold up. The black man being with the dark-skinned black woman is intrinsic. It's how it's supposed to be. The definition of intrinsic: belonging naturally. Essential. That's what intrinsic means. Okay? Intrinsic. The black man being with the dark-skinned black woman is intrinsic. It's intrinsic. It's how it's supposed to be. It's how it's supposed to be. And I'm never going to relent. I'm never going to agree with anything outside of the black man and the black woman being together. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it goes. All right. Pretty much said what I wanted to say. Once again, I would like to invite everyone out to my play. It's Watch From Home, pay-per-view live stream. My website is darkskinactivist.com. Once again, darkskinactivist.com. And you can watch A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge from the comfort of your own home. And you can watch it on June 26th, which is a Friday, at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So go to my website, darkskinactivist.com. Once again, that's darkskinactivist.com. And click that Buy Now button and get your tickets to watch the online performance of a dark-skinned woman's revenge. Now, if you are in Atlanta, where I'm going to be filming it, you can come out to the venue and watch it live. I'm going to be at the White Label located at 349 Decatur Street Southeast, Unit M. And it's going to be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And there's going to be a Darkism talk immediately after the show. So you have your choice. You can watch it online, or you can come out to the Atlanta in-person performance. Also, make a contribution to the $1 Million End Darkism campaign. This campaign funds the production costs for a dark-skinned woman's revenge. So what you can do, I'm going to copy and paste the link and drop it in the chat box. Go make a donation. The campaign needs funding to continue to produce shows around only dark skin and darkism eradication. You can also go to my Cash App and make a donation as well. And my Cash App is $rashidalala. I'm going to go ahead and drop that in the chat. You guys can go ahead and make a donation there, or you can go to my PayPal, which is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. So yes, now the Cash App, I like Cash App because the money comes directly to me, and I really don't have to wait to receive the money. And I'm using the money for cash flow right now to put into things like the marketing. I have to pay for the marketing. I have to pay for the travel costs that's associated with traveling from Florida to Atlanta and other places that I may have to perform at. I also have to pay for the technical costs. So there's a lot of costs associated with producing this show, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge on the Dark-Skinned Activist Tour. The goal, the short-term goal, is to reach $10,000. So help me reach that goal on the campaign. The long-term goal is to reach $1 million. And, you know, I'm dark-skinned, so all the resources are always given to non-dark-skinned people. So it's 10 times harder. They've always been taking from dark-skinned people, you know, and that's something that I think that a lot of people, when they look at these celebrities and they look at the glamour, they don't realize that dark-skinned people have been robbed and stolen from. That's why it's so hard for me. It's very hard for me to produce this show because I'm dark-skinned. The economics of it, they're always going to give to a non-dark-skinned person first. And unfortunately, the black man, when he becomes wealthy, whether it be through rap, through music, through sports, through any type of entertainment, he will always take his money and give it to a non-dark-skinned woman. The dark-skinned woman has always been on the bottom economically. They always take from us. That's why it's so hard. If I was a light-skinned woman with this campaign, I would have been reached $1 million. If I was a light-skinned woman, I would have been reached $1 million. People would have no problem donating to me to produce my shows if I was a light-skinned or a white woman. Facts. That's why I don't understand how black women can sit back and support something that goes against their own self-interest. You're making no sense. You're contributing to your own demise. Stop contributing to your own demise. It's just sad. It's a range of emotions going on here. Sadness. I want to thank you guys for watching this morning. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you hit the notification bell. When I go live, you'll get notifications if you hit that notification bell. And make sure you support by making a financial contribution. And also make sure you go to my website, darkskinactivist.com, and get your pay-per-view live stream tickets to my show, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, which is going to be taking place on June 26th, which is a Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can watch it from your home anywhere in the world. Thank you for watching the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober.
I hope you